Another story time. Okay, today is a monumental day in the life of the Alvarez family. Sarah Grace Alvarez, my third daughter, who is, how old is she? 23, I think that she's 23, Timmy's 22. In January 12th, she's gonna be 24. She is starting her YouTube channel! And I want to tell you all about her because I've told her, okay, she's finally obeying me. Well, just kidding. I have told her over and over and over for years that she needs to be in front of the camera because God doesn't give faces like that for nothing and personalities like that and just everything like that for nothing. Those are gifts, right? And I wanted her to use them. Well, she finally is. And I wanted to just tell you a little bit about my wonderful, wonderful Sarah. And which means, for those of you who don't know, I don't know in what language, but Sarah, if you look it up, it means princess. So she is Princess Grace. And, and anyway, I wanted to tell you a little bit about her. Okay. If she had been, just to give you a kind of like an understanding of who she is, if she had been in regular school, because all my kids, poor things, in some ways it was good, but in some ways they missed out a little bit. All my kids were homeschooled, and which was wonderful. That's why we're all so close to this day. To this day, we are each other's best friends, and I think a lot of it has to do with, in some cases, for sometimes we were each other's only option for friends when we lived in Kenya and a little bit in New Mexico. But anyway, it worked out great. But if she had been in regular school, so the point is that I homeschooled all those years, yeah. And if she had been in regular school, she would have been, okay, she would have had a ton of friends. Okay, she would have loved everybody and everybody would have felt loved by her. She would have spotted out those who were being left out and she would have gone and made herself their best friend. She would have been in the science club and she would have been in the debate club and maybe the history club, and underlying it all, she also probably would have gotten herself suspended for, not expelled, but suspended for practical jokes. She would have been the instigator of every practical joke at the school. They would have done jokes on the teachers, on the principal, on everybody, because there's no fear for her when it comes to practical jokes. And as each one of my other children can attest to. And first people, and to me too, she will get me going, and then of course you have to forgive it because it doesn't come from a bad heart. One time, when Timmy was a baby and I had not been fast enough to put a diaper on him, and he stood in the middle of the, I think, kitchen and actually did a turd. Sarah, if Timmy was about 2 or whatever that age was, she was about 4 or almost 4. She picked up the turd and chased him around the house with it. Oh, I can do countless. There are countless practical jokes. But anyway, the bottom line of it all. Oh, and the debate club. Why the debate club? Because Sarah can, in a very calm, effective way, with using her words so well, can convince anybody of anything. She goes for the truth. She has a gift to go for. She doesn't buy into junk. She spots out the truth in a subject, and she will fight anybody on that point of truth until she's worn out. in a very calm, nice way. And you know what? She is, she does it in such an intelligent way. Jose and I, for example, were very, very set in our ways in many cases, on many issues. And honestly, we were not about to change, but because she honestly, in many ways, she is one of the reasons why I've become free. Free to just, I don't know, on so many issues. I have gotten all of these false things off of me, and I'm free, and a lot of it was Sarah. Sarah's convincing. Oh, the other thing about Sarah, she probably would have been the prom queen, because not just because of her personality, but because of what, you know, it's obvious, makeup and dressing and the way she puts her clothes on. She can, from the time she was little, from the time she came out of me, she was into fashion and she was into makeup. All she wanted, I remember when she was 4 years old, I don't know if it was for a birthday or Christmas, all she wanted was makeup, makeup, makeup. And then she was also one of my main laundry problems, because she would change her clothes about 20 times a day, and then they would be left all over, and I would just not know that they weren't dirty, and I would just pick them up and wash them. Anyway, my baby Sarah is making a channel, and I'm going to have her link down below that you can just go to it, and please subscribe and encourage her. And she's in her first video. I think she's going to ask suggestions on what she should do, and just give her good suggestions and just be there for her and watch all of her videos. Okay, that's all. Love you guys. Bye.